Hello everyone. I want to make a short introduction video now. Monique Wallace, a short video. I apologize, I laugh, but me a short video. This is now my fifth attempt to make introduction of who I am. And the fact that the first one was too much echo, and that was actually the best. And that's always the case with me. The spontaneous one, raw, that's the best. I try to introduce myself here to Dlive. Welcome everyone, hi. And I just leave this one and I try to make this introduction video also a short one. I try to. Well, now you get to know me as well. I'm not someone of short lives, apparently. Hello, I'm Monique Wallace and I like to introduce myself on Dlive with my live streams especially, and live streams about in the title I express a lot about MKultra. I mentioned MKultra, but I am rather saying I come from deep state, full mind controlled programming. And I was split up, my mind was split up in so many personalities already when I was a very little toddler, from 1 year and a half, and then the most horrific traumas were done and had to be repeatedly done by four main programmers of mine, three men and one woman, and they were all pretty high up in the earth's in the world's leader top. And I will also never, I will avoid mentioning names of people, also to try to be as integer as possible, but also for my safety, as you will understand. So that's why I also describe things sometimes with a bit, yeah, with other words, synonyms, or describing it or them. So I come from that full mind controlled, and my journey of deprogramming started only really in end of 2010, and in 2000 I was for sure being confronted with that something was wrong in me, because I had to quit working. I had flashbacks of the Dutch life, abuse life, and even worse than only abuse. And then I was also used, and I mentioned, I name it myself, used, being used by also elites, also in the Netherlands, but also in Belgium and in Germany. And it was past 2000. The year passed, and then also later on, the years passed, and then approximately 2006, I had my first flashes of being with the then president of the USA, and with my daughter Jennifer. And it was a heavy flashback, but then that also got in my inner systems again, being buried again, until end of 2010, that I really started to realize I am being used. I was being used far more than only in the Dutch, Belgium, and Germany life, and it did not stop. I was still being used as full mind controlled one, and as in monarch programming and in military programming as well. And I was overall active for presidents worldwide, also for the higher up level people, the elite as they call them. Also many now in the world leading, I recognize as former handlers, or that I was with them as this full mind controlled, yeah, slave. I know it's a bit tough word for some, but I was called like that, a mind controlled slave, and I heard that a lot, so I apologize if I mentioned that. I try to change the word into full mind controlled person. I am pretty whole now, and since a year I do no live streams. I started my live streams about my deprogramming, but initially for me, it was the concern about how the world went and in which direction the world was going. Because in earlier years, before a certain thing here also in Europe started to enter, it starts with V and then Iris. And then I had already a couple of years before that already the feeling like something huge is coming, and I was remembering more and more about also a certain v double double dot 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 iris, what would being put into the world. And at that time, I must say, I thought there would be introduced a real one, a real virus into the world. And I did remember the code. It was from east to west, red wave. And then I started to see, end of 2018, the signs from China, like, uh-oh, it's now so real, becoming so real. And then I started live streams, I think already in the time, or in 2019. I'm not sure, but that was for me the start of getting to wanting to speak out, despite that I was still full in deprogramming, and I'm still am trying to be whole. I do live streams with the subject MKultra, full mind control, and about my monarch past, and as well as my military. Also, what I've seen, what I've witnessed. I have been enslaved, and I was that full mind controlled for many world leaders, presidents worldwide. And yeah, I talk about that in an integrous possible way, but also to give everyone an idea of what it is to come from full mind control, and to talk about it in an integer way, and that it can be understood, and more awareness about it, how much it's being done, the mind control. And not only in me it was done, but that it is now worldwide, even more and more and more, trying to get more into the world nowadays. So I'm doing live streams about mind control and my past and my deprogramming. And that's if every Tuesday I do the English one, tomorrow evening as well, 7:30 p.m. Then you get to know me better, and also a side of me, well, in which this introduction started, like laughing and humor. And I also like to look at my own life and past, also at times with a bit of humor, because that's the way I can survive. And yeah, I wanted to make this introduction movie not too long. So yeah, I would say see you maybe tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. And the bio link is coming by in the streamer down below. It will come in a bit. It's going slow. So I think it's again a blooper. Well, this is here it goes. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I will stop this recording. I will see you tomorrow evening. Oh boy. I'm sorry, people. I am just also balancing out. I am laughing and I'm crying at the same time, because I have also a tough day, because the 29th of August is, yeah, the birthday of a very dear one to me. So, and yeah. But yeah, this is me. I see you maybe tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. EST. Everyone, bye bye.